We are now in record mode. All right. So sorry about that. I got cut off on my free time. So we just logged back in and we were on number 3. So list number 3 is basically, Barb called them her 0 to hero list. So these are people that are active, like they have active accounts, but they don't usually order the 100 BV. So they'll order a shake here, or they'll order Ionics or whatever they decide to order. But they don't stay active. So all their BV just, it rolls up to everybody else, but theirs just flushes because they don't stay active. They can't accumulate. So the email that's going to go out to these people is going to be focused. So you're going to give them a call first and let them know that an email is coming because there's something new going to be launched, and it's going to be the shake. So then it's going to be about the shake. So this email is going to go out June 11th, the Sunday before the big launch. So we'll have that one ready to go. It's going to be talking to them about the new product, the new shake, and in your email, you're going to ask the questions like, how many of you or how many times have you ever missed one of the new shakes because it's sold out in a day or 2 days? Don't let this happen to you again. We know that tomorrow, because we'll know what the shake flavor is by that time, so we'll just be able to dump that in there. I honestly don't know yet. Usually I know in advance. I think maybe about a week in advance I can find out and start making my little flyers and share them with you guys, and we can prepare the email to send out on June 11th. And you also want to include in that email the fact, like, did you know that if you order 6 or more, that you get a volume discount of another 10%? Most people don't know it, that are just ordering the 1 or 2 little things. So that's good to let them know. And what we're also going to let them know, we're going to send them the IsaBody information again, the challenge. And we're also going to let them know if they're local or if they're not local, depending on where they are, about launch parties that are happening, or the Zoom calls are going to be happening every single night that week. Corporate is going to be doing one every night. Susan Sly and Kathy Goober are doing one on the Tuesday night. So I'm probably going to be using that one to send people to, maybe. But I don't know who's doing the other ones yet. I mean, it could be Pam Barnum. It could be all kinds of amazing people doing them all week long, which it probably is. So depending on who's doing the call and who your prospects are, you may think that somebody might resonate with somebody else more or less, and then you could recommend that Zoom call. And we also have to look at when our launch party is going to be locally, because we're going to have one. We got to have a party. So we just have to find a theme for it. Okay, that's the 3rd list. The 4th list is your active consultants. So anyone that's currently building a business or getting their products at least paid for, you're going to have another email to them. So you're going to reach out to them and you're going to ask and see if they are following the 8 steps to introducing a new associate, and making sure that their people are set up for success. And if they're not aware of the 8 steps, then I suggest that you get on a call with them, set up a time to talk to them, to walk them through the back office and Isagenix business, and just make a time, 10 to 15 minutes, to focus on them and find out what their wealth goals are as well, to see if you can't help them hit them. Because helping your team get paid also helps you get paid. So it's a win-win. So also for those consultants, what you want to bring up in the email for them, or when you're talking to them, you want to find out what their interest is in getting the 5-cycle bonus if they haven't already gotten it. So the 5-cycle bonus, well, you know you can get it twice, but if they've gotten it, or what their interest is in it, find out where they are, if they've ever attained 5 cycles, and if not, then this is probably a bonus that you want to kind of shoot for that week. I'm sure there'll be some kind of promotion that's put up by Susan Sly. She's done it in the past. Maybe like a call or some kind of bonus if you hit your 5 or 10 cycle bonus that week. Oh yeah. Yeah, so for those consultants that are there, you also want to find out, because they are kind of building a little bit, find out what their wealth goals are as well, and show them how they can hit them. Hey, Nudie. The 5th list is the 5th list you're going to have is your pirates. So those are your people that you may be able to get them to consultant easier than a lot of the other people in your team. So they've already shared it with one, and if they are active and the person under them are active, then that's like, they just have to share it with one more person. You can reach out to them and have a conversation about basically the you share, they share. You're going to send them that. You're going to see if there's anything, if they haven't reached consultants and you know that they've shared like a 30-day, like you're like, could this $120, like what could it do for you? Like, can you think of something that you can spend $120 on, like, or whatever, like if you get whatever double PIB and rank advancement bonus. Anyways, walk them through the money and then ask them if there's anything that they can think of where they can put that money. Everybody's got places to put money. You can also look at the people that are not active, but have people active under them. And they're not aware that they may be missing out on some money just by being active. They may have some people that are very active under them and they're just not active. So that's something you want to comb for in your tree. I should ask, does everybody know what I mean when you want to comb through your tree? I should have asked that actually. Does anybody know what that is? Or does anybody know what it not is? What would I didn't even know that was proper English. I'm like, that didn't make sense. So I am gonna go back in my back office for just a second. So when you're going through here, like I know this girl's a pirate, so I'll just show you her. So this girl, oh, her mom's not active. So she signed up her mom, and the both of them have been, they've just been product users for probably, since when? Since last year. So she's been a year, she's been active, and she just continually does well and orders product, and she loves it. So she's somebody that I'm going to be having a conversation with about taking it to the next level and starting to inspire others. So she's loving it, her mother's loving it. If they're both loving it, why aren't they sharing it? So we'll have that conversation. Then there are other people that have like a lot of terminated people under them. So they used to be consultant and then they fell off. And then, yes, Bryce. Yep. Okay, go on up. All right, so, okay, you can go, my bed. And Daddy said that anyways. Yeah. All right. Oh, she has one that's active. Okay, so she has, and what's funny is when that customer first program came in, if people weren't actively enrolling people and whatever, if they were associates, they had automatically put them back to preferred customer. And so I actually had people reach out and be like, have I been demoted? They had no idea why it now said PC next to their name instead of associate. So I had to go back in and let them know that they just had to switch a button at the top of the page. And a lot of them have done it. So, so let's see. So combing through your tree basically is going in and finding like people. Let's see. It's taking a while to open up. Sorry. That have enrolled people. So this person here enrolled a ton of people way back in the day and then fell off. So you can see she's enrolled a ton of people and they all terminated. So right here, what this says to me is this person is really good at sponsoring people and enrolling people, but maybe not so awesome at coaching. And my guess is that the 8 steps were not followed for each of these people. So I'm going to focus with this person on going through the 8 steps and helping and going back to these people. And she can literally be like, hey, you know what? I was new. I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm really, I'm committed to helping you hit those goals still, if you still have them. And yeah, so this is somebody that I'll be like, okay, we're going to go back and we're going to go back to your people and try to get them fired up again. So I'm not only going to be working with the people that are in my terminated list, but if you have people in your list that are terminated and you want some help, if you want to do 3-way calls, I am open to doing 3-way calls like anytime, like I have time. So don't shy away from the 3-way calls. Like I know that I've only done a number of them. You don't need a TV. You're going to bed? I can't help you. We'll go find some new batteries. All right. So I have a lot of people that are terminated as well in my list. Like, I want to say like 50. So there's a lot of people. Don't ever get discouraged of people like falling off. You can always go back and there'll always be someone new and there'll always be some awesome people that come into your team. So of all the people that I've enrolled in over my 4 years, a lot of people that are in there now are like amazing. And so that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on the people that stay and that want to have optimal health. And some people you can't drag along and you just got to let them go. But if some of these people weren't even tried to be dragged along and maybe it was just because I was a really bad coach back when I started, I'd like to reach back out to those people. All right. So follow-ups. Oh, here's a list. I didn't take really good notes on this list, sadly, but one of the lists she said we should be making is a list. Some of you people may not have this. So it's 4 levels deep in your team. So say I enrolled Stacy, Stacy enrolled somebody, that person enrolled somebody else, like 4 levels deep. So it's going in there and seeing 4 levels deep. If there's anybody in there that's kind of ordering products or enrolling people without somebody above them. So let's say there's somebody in there, they're like lost because the person that enrolled them, their account is terminated. They're not really in it at all anymore. So they're just out there. So it's like going through your tree and trying to find if any of those people exist. So it does take time to go through all, like drop down. Well, for some people, it takes some time to drop down. Can you imagine the people that are combing their tree and they have like 8,000 people? I can't even imagine. So yeah, anywho, that's combing your tree. It's basically expanding the list. So going into your team view, the list view though, not the one that looks like a tree. So this is the list where you can see who you've enrolled and who like they've enrolled, instead of seeing everybody and you don't know who's enrolled who. And then I have follow-ups twice. My list number 7 is, oh, I put the list, okay, I know what it is. The other list, the next list that you have is your list of team members who are almost, their accounts are about to expire. So basically making a customer care call out, letting them know that their account's coming up for renewal, let them know what that means, let them know that it's like, what, I can't remember if it's still $20, $19.99, the renewal fee or not. It used to be. Sadly, I don't know what the renewal fee is. I probably should. I just know that I'm renewing no matter what the fee is. So just reaching out to those people, and it's to start the conversation again to see if their goals has changed and if there's anything else they can help them with, or if, you know, if they're really enjoying the products, would they, how much would they, like, you know, have they talked to anybody about it? Has anybody noticed like the increased energy? Has anybody noticed your weight loss? Do you think you might know of anybody that would really enjoy those benefits too? And would you be interested in making the money? Just always having that conversation with people. And then the last list I have is new prospects. I think I combined them before, but maybe follow-ups and prospects were supposed to be separated. Those are all the lists. I want to make sure that she covered off, she talked for 3 hours, so it's hard for me to cover all of it. I'm doing my best. The follow-ups she focused on. So she really wanted to make the point that I think most of us know this, but the first time you ask someone and they say no, sometimes no doesn't really mean no. Sometimes no is like, network marketing scares me, or I don't know enough information. So it's not asking them flat out, but it's always just kind of like, I think they call it dripping on people. So most, you can see here from the stats that are here, 80% of sales happen after the 4th no from the same person. Susan Sly, I think, said no. I can't even remember the number of times. It's something ridiculous, like 20 something. I don't even know what it is. It's a ridiculous amount of time she said no anyway. But if I knew that there's somebody that I wanted in my team, and if I knew that if I went back to them 25 times and they were going to be a superstar like Susan Sly, I'm going to keep on asking. So just know that follow-ups are super important. Most people have objections, but the objections aren't always, it's always because they don't know, or they don't want to hear about it. Like when everybody hears the thing, oh, it's too expensive, but it's not really. You can, like, has anybody on this call taken any training on overcoming objections? Anyone? Yeah. So there's a lot of things. There is training available and there is resources available, and I believe it's on isogenicsbusiness.com in the resource section. There may be a tool or a resource in there where it says learn. I believe overcoming objections is one of, I think they have a webinar that Kathy Cooler did on overcoming objections, if I'm not mistaken. If you're interested in that one, having a look at that, it's really good. And also, this seems to be the thing that people are scared of or keeps them from going back to people. They'll be like, I don't want to ask that person, they don't make very much money, or I don't think they can afford it. Don't make the decision for someone else. You never know how badly somebody wants to get back into shape to have energy, to get themselves back, to be healthy. So we never want to decide that for someone before like getting out there and asking questions. So I put a couple of slides in here basically on overcoming objections, but I'm not going to focus on that tonight. Let's see. Before I go through this little summary, I just want to go in my notes here. So you're combing your tree. Oh, something you want to look in your tree for is, so I did this with my mother. I didn't look very deep. I'm going to have to go back and comb my tree. But looking for people that have been ordering and ordering, are just very good product users, and they've been accumulating BB. So I have people in my team that have been here since the beginning that are just product users, and they may have upwards of 100,000 BB on one side because they just continue to bank BB. So they're not, that's when you do a customer care call and you'll be like, hey, you know, I found something real. I was going through my my back office and I was checking my team out, you know, helping some people, and I noticed something really exciting in your account. I want to thank you for being a long-term customer. I see that you've been ordering since whatever the date is, and I really wanted to call and say thank you. But when I was calling to say thank you, I also saw that, and I don't know if you know this, that every time you order, the volume builds up. And if you are open to it, I can show you how you can maybe start earning some either product coupons to get your products for free, or if you are interested more on the cash side, then you can earn money, and to see if they're open to it. So that's something that you can look for when you're combing your tree. Some of the questions that you want to ask. Oh, shoot, there's so much. So some of the questions you want to ask people. So a lot of the people that I am interacting with on a pretty regular basis are sports moms, people that have kids in hockey and soccer. So you may want to talk to some of the people that you know about, like, you know, if you hear them and they're complaining about like all the team fees and things like that, and be like, you know, yeah, it's really, I know what you're talking about. I felt the same way. But what I found was another way that I can earn like residual money on the side that I've been using to like to pay for my kids' hockey, which is pretty awesome. And so you may just spark interest. Maybe they don't even hear it, but like just putting things out there and say like, and if they ask a little bit more about it and be like, well, what do you mean? Be like, well, would $500 a month like extra in your account, would that make a difference for you? Like, what could that mean to you? Hi, Stacy. Sorry, it's I know. I'll see you at 5 a.m. What? I didn't hear you. You're on mute. 5 a.m. club. Yeah. All right. So I may send around to you guys. I have a list of questions that was sent to me back, I want to say a couple of years ago, but I know I have it somewhere. And it's a list of questions. So Barb McAllister talked about becoming a master question asker. So asking people, like, even when you're doing those customer care calls and you're reaching back out to people and be like, remember when you started, you said you wanted to lose 30 pounds. Well, how important is it to you to lose that 30 pounds? Or how is that going to change your quality of life when you do lose that weight? On a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you about losing that weight? Like, just getting to the real core of why it is that they want to lose the weight. What will be different for you? What's going to change for you besides the scale, the number on the scale? Like, what's it going to be giving you the ability to do when you lose that weight or whatever? So it gets them to think about things besides just the weight, and how important it really is to them to like get to be healthy again. Oh, there was, I'm all over the map. I'm sorry, that's how my brain works. I wish I had more time to prepare those slides. The customer care calls that I talked about kind of throughout this call, there was one thing she said that kind of stood out, and I don't pause very often. I don't know if you noticed that. She said, these customer care calls, when you reach out to like people that are product users and you don't really know them, so it might be somebody that's a couple of levels down, and you make a phone call to these people and you call and you say, hi, you know, my name is Francine Bear. You might not know me. I enrolled so-and-so who was your coach when you started or whatever. She might be gone, whatever. And you say, I just wanted to call and say thank you. And then you pause. And so usually they'll be like, well, what are you saying thank you for? And you say, well, you joined whatever X years ago, and I haven't like been, you can say like, I haven't been the best leader. So I just wanted to thank you for being such a great customer. And I heard like, if you do know them, you can talk about the goals they had. So you can say, I remember when you wanted to lose X pounds or whatever. And a lot of things have happened and I wasn't the best coach. So I didn't quite keep up to you with your goals. What has changed? Or, have you hit those goals? Are you still interested in hitting those goals? So again, asking the questions and finding out how important it is to them now. So they may have fallen off and just reaching back out to those customers. Oh, she used wording that I don't use, and maybe I will try it when I do my customer calls. When she is talking to them and she says, have people noticed your results? Have they said anything about your weight loss, your energy? And you say, can you think of 2 people who would deserve to get the results that you've gotten? And she used the word deserve because most people don't feel that they deserve something. So they're always giving, and they feel, most people would feel it's selfish to focus on themselves or to do things for themselves. Whereas we know that healthy moms and whatever, like for us to be healthy and strong and we need to be healthy and strong in order to take care of everybody else. So by taking care of ourselves first, it's just rolling out to be that we're able to take care of everybody else better. So by being healthy and having more patience and whatever, like these things all roll out to like a happier lifestyle. Follow-ups. Oh, here's something I don't do, and she suggested that we do. So when somebody gets to consultant, say they went consultant last week, they're not getting paid Monday, but they're going to get paid the following Monday, is to set up a call on that Monday, like a follow-up call, and be like, hey, so it's payday today. Did you get paid? I just want to make sure that you got paid. And then so when they're getting paid, because they don't miss that, you'd be like, that's so awesome. Was that helpful? What are you going to do? Like, do you have plans what are you going to do with the money? Is it like, is there anything else that you'd like to have a little extra cash for to cover maybe next month? Or would you agree that in order to, and so if they agree that like there's more cash that they'd like to earn, then she said, would you agree that in order to be good at a job that you'd need some training? So this is the way that you bring them into like the isogenicsbusiness.com and start here and learn so that they learn for themselves. And so she also suggested that as leaders that we start doing business training calls. And I wonder if some of you guys would be interested in doing some business training. I see that it's 10 to 10. I am going very long, and I'm sorry. Most people have to go because it's about that time of night. Oh, Jennifer, God love you. Friggin' 10 to 11 your time. So I am going to start doing business training because she says that we should be stepping up. My team is big enough. I should be doing some business training on a regular basis. And Barb McAllister does do business training bi-weekly. And if people are interested, I will open it up to like the entire team, but I'll also put it out to in our Design Your Freedom Lifestyle group as well. So if people are interested in whatever the topic is that I'm going to cover, which I'll be more organized and prepared for, because I really just wanted to get out here and start providing some information because we just got it Monday. I have been busy with sports and stuff, but I just want to get on here. I didn't want to let it slide. So I want to let you know that I am doing the steps that Barb McAllister has suggested. I have identified the people that I'm going to be running with. I'm going to be sending them, if I haven't already, the 48-hour the wealth questionnaire to find out what specifically their goals are. I'm going to work with them on a plan in order for them to hit those goals. So what I've taken from Barb is that when I do learn something now at any single event, I'm going to do it, I'm going to put it into action, and then I'm going to teach it to my team. So I'm not keeping it for myself. I'm not just going to go to all these trainings and have all these books of notes. Whenever you go to an event, you should have 5 action items that you're going to come out the next day and implement right away. So identifying those things. So maybe there's something within this call you said, okay, this is something I can do. This is something I have to do. So some of the things that stood out for me when she was just talking, I kind of made a summary of like bullet points. I kept putting them at the back of my notebook. So daily planner, get one and use it. Okay, so yes, I have one and I am using it. I have been guilty of not being consistent with it, but sorry, I took Susan Sly's Organize Your Life class over the last 6 weeks, and I've been very consistent over the last 6 weeks, and it is making a difference with how my focus is and how it's able to keep me on track and keeping me more organized in my follow-ups, keeping me more organized in my cleanse coaching. So when somebody starts new, I put in my calendar, okay, in 2 or 3 days, they're going to get their box. I'm going to reach back out. In 2 days afterward, I'll make the note of the day they're going to start, the day that their first cleanse day is, and if they're going to do single or double cleanse days, I make a note of that, and I put a note on that day to get in contact with them. And so I'm making sure that there's at least, during the 30 days, you have to have a minimum of 6 contact points. So you have to talk to them like at least 6 times in that month. I talk to them more than that. I'm a chatterbox. Some people need more motivation than others, and I am all about motivating them if they need it. So that's super important to me. Like I said, I want to become a cleanse coach princess, maybe. I may not be the queen because Barb McAllister is the queen, but I'm going to do my best. Here's one that I had. I actually put the post up in Design Your Freedom Lifestyle because I am usually very active in the groups. I'm usually very active cross team, like with the heart lines and all that. But Barb McAllister says, for your run week and preparing for your run week, put your head down and look only down at your downline at your team and focus on helping your team get to where they want to get to just for this week. She's like, there is the hashtag one team, but your focus should be like this. Right down. And I was like, okay, focus. Francine Berry and focus are not best friends. So, but I've been getting better. And so the Organize Your Life thing is helping me. So another thing that I wrote down is checking your blueprint daily. If you don't know what that is, in your back office under your team drop-down list, you'll see the blueprints. And in your blueprints, you'll see blueprint by category. So it'll say things like people that are potential consultants or potential managers. It'll say things like somebody that might be near the Enrollers Club, which is also pretty exciting. So there's all different things in those blueprints that can cause you to reach out to certain people. So those blueprints are very important because you're going to find people that are almost going to hit some sort of goal that might motivate them to take it to the next level. And what I'm learning over this last 6 week with Susan Sly and then kind of driven home by the Barb McAllister training is to treat my business like a business and it'll pay you like a business. So I'm getting more organized. My office is organized. My planner is being used. I'm taking exactly what Barb McAllister said to heart. I'm going to do all the action items she's given us. I'm going to work with my team to hit every of the goals that they set. I'm going to help them to get a plan. If they want to hit a certain dollar amount, like by the end of this run week, I'm going to show them how they can do that. They have to do the work, obviously, but I can show them how they can get it. This business is about relationships. And so this was something that was really key. And I mean, I love people, so that's why I'm all over Facebook all the time. I love knowing what's going on with people. It is a distraction in my business, and so I will have to limit my time I spend on Facebook. That's something that Susan Sly taught me, was to be obsessive about eliminating distractions. Don't worry about this free meeting. It's going to end in 10 minutes, but I will be done, I promise. There's only like a slide left or something. So the big thing that shows up in most millionaires' presentations, I did notice, and anytime they talk about business, they all say, fail to prepare, and that means you'll prepare to fail. So that's what I'm doing, is I am preparing. I am not preparing to fail. I am preparing to be successful. So I want everyone that's in my team to be able to, if they want to be successful, then we are going to prepare together, and we're going to get ready, and we're going to run. We're going to link arms, and we're going to run like motherfuckers. I recorded that. So, the thing I don't know what's coming, but apparently there's something really big coming June 1st. I don't know what the announcement is yet. I thought I might know by now, but I don't. But they keep talking about something big coming June 1st, and they say it's very exciting. And the only clue I've been given is if you haven't hit Crystal Executive yet, then you're going to want to hit it in June or July. And I don't know what's coming or what that bonus or whatever it is that might be coming is, but I'm getting excited about it. So that's that. Let's see. So this is the to-do list for this week. So finding out who in your team is going to run with you, and you're going to send them that wealth questionnaire and have them send it back to you in 48 hours. And then combing your tree and making those lists that we talked about. Doing customer care calls. For those of you who hate the idea of reaching out to somebody by phone, just do it. Just step out of your comfort zone. This is where the money is. Apparently the money's on the outside of our comfort zones. So if you haven't done the new associate interview with them, just reach out and like apologize. Be like, I haven't been the best leader or a cleanse coach, and I've been taught that this is the way I should help you, and this is the way you're going to be kind of a guaranteed succeed, and just kind of go through it with them. Invest in them, and it'll pay back to you. We're going to prepare the emails to send. I am going to prepare emails, and I'm going to do that this week, and I will send them to you if you don't feel that you're ready to prepare all these emails. Like if somebody wants to take a lead on one of the types of emails, raise your hands, let me know, and that means I can prepare one less email, because we have to prepare, I think it's like 7. We have to come up with a launch party date during that week. I don't know whether or not it's better to do it like June 11th before the week starts, so it gives some people that want to contemplate it for a couple of days, because some people want to do that, or do we want to do it like a middle of a week so that they feel a bit more of a necessity or urgency or whatever to get started with everyone else. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of free enrollment or something that week. The new shake is launching that week, so there's lots of really exciting stuff going to be happening that week, so that's good. And I am going to also, for this homework and everything, I'm going to aim to have these emails done by Sunday, and I will do another Zoom call Sunday night, and I will send out the emails and stuff before that call so we can talk about them, or if you have any suggestions or changes that you think might belong in those emails, then we can talk about it there. And the first emails will be going out the following week. So I hope I provided some information. It was a bit scattered and a little bit around the place, but I'm going to try to organize my notes into kind of a Word document, and then I will share that with you guys as well. So I'm a lot more organized when it comes. Should have free enrollments on the Wednesday that week. Yeah, that's true, eh? Every Wednesday. So that's awesome. Yeah, that's a good point. So there should be, they do the Zoom calls, the corporate Zoom calls on Wednesday, and there's usually a free enrollment code. So there's probably one there too. That would be good. Imagine free shipping and free enrollment will be friggin' awesome. And friggin' shake week, if they do that all in one week, that'll be awesome. And then that'll be a really good run week. I wish they would tell us way in advance so we could prepare for that. They have not. All right. So that's everything. I have 5 minutes left. I don't know if anybody has any questions, or if they have anything that they want to reach out. Like, don't just send me a note. Jennifer, God love you. It's 11 o'clock there. You're awesome. So I'm getting prepared to run. I love running. I haven't done a lot of these run weeks, but I'm ready. I feel that this is the year, and I wanna make the push this year. I want to start treating this like a business. And for those that are ready to run with me, link arms. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm excited about it. Oh, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, and then I'm gonna stop the recording.